Just get it done. Just do it, alright? Get them graded, get it over with, make some freaking money, my people. Hello, Pokeposse, I'm PokéThrillz Tyler, and welcome back to the PokéThrillz Studio. The channel continuously gives away a graded Pokemon card. And today we have another episode of PokéThrillz Tyler Pro Tips. One of my favorite news series that we have going on. But before we get into this video, please consider joining the Thrills by hitting that subscribe button, giving this video a like, and consider becoming a member and joining some amazing perks. Now let's talk about grading cards. So grading cards, one, they give you an amazing looking slab like this one right here. And by the way, this is my last video that just came out yesterday. We're giving this away. It's for the 2,500 subscriber giveaway, so go get entered in on this. And again, I'm sorry, I still am fighting COVID for the third time, so my voice sounds down. Forgive me, I'm going through it, but we're almost there. We're almost out of this situation. But people pull these cards and they want to get them graded. For instance, like this Charizard EX, they'll pull this card, say they want to get it graded, but then they'll have it sit for a while. I hear too many times people say, oh, I just want to wait for the market to go up, or I want to see how the market goes on this. But the problem is with that, it doesn't really matter how much the market goes, because nowadays with grading, you can pretty much find anyone anywhere some way to get them graded for $20 or under. So you don't have a big chance of losing money in the end. Even if it gets like a 9 to a 10, like you're still gonna probably make at least back that $20 that you spent to get it graded. But the big problem with that is the longer it sits non-graded, the bigger chance it has to get some kind of defect or error on it, getting a scratch on the hollow, a corner getting beat up. Even in like a top loader in a sleeve, you still run the risk of dust scratching the hollow, something happening to the card. Once it's graded, it's graded. If it gets a little ding in the slab, it doesn't really matter that much because it's already graded at that point, and chances are slim for anything to happen. Deep Pocket Monster made a great video on if a card can get damaged, so it would take a pretty good extensive try to get the card damaged once it's already slapped. But it doesn't really matter if something did happen because it's already graded, it's already saved that value for you, unless it's like a completely misgrade. I mean, there's always those freak circumstances where something's completely misgraded and everyone can see that, and that was just something that the grading company messed up on beforehand. But tiny little errors are not going to matter because it's already graded. You've already secured your value in your card. Another thing I hear is people wanting to not get it graded because they want to shop around and find the best grading company, which is fine. But I'm going to hear and help you. As you all know, I'm pretty partial to TCGC. Big fans of TCGC. So I would always suggest going through TCGC, but if you have to choose one, just go get it graded by PSA. That's probably going to give you the best value, PSA and Beckett. Otherwise, I always strongly suggest SGC. If I didn't have TCGC with me, I would be grading through SGC still. Amazing looking slabs, amazing company, quick turnarounds on their end. Even with vintage cards, vintage hollows, people want to evaluate their vintage hollows and try to figure out how to get them graded. I've noticed with vintage hollows, as long as you even get an 8 or better, you're gonna get your money back on the grading and a little bit of extra tip on top of it. So vintage hollows, get them graded now. Don't wait for those to get extra scratched or dinged up corners or edges or whatever. I'm also one of the worst people to be given this advice because I still have a binder full of cards I need to get graded. But my problem is I open up so many packs all the time that I just run into so many cards I need to get graded. But I'm doing my best to protect them till I get that point where I can eventually get them all graded. So even with those vintage hollows, get them graded now before you lose that value. Like I said, even if you can at least get an 8 on it, still gives you back your money and a little bit more on top of it. Don't risk the chance on not getting it graded sooner. All right, don't wait and get a dinged corner and then all of a sudden get a 6 when you could have had an 8. Right, that's what I'm trying to say. with these modern ones, don't pull it out of the pack, put it in the sleeve, put it in a top loader, and then wait almost a year, and then you had dust collect in that top loader and that sleeve, and then scratch the hollow up, and then get an 8.59 when you could have had a 10 right away. Again, if you don't want to go with, or don't want to wait and try to find the best option to go with grading wise, spend the extra money if you have to with PSA or Beckett or SGC. Again, I always highly recommend TCGC. We've honestly been competing pretty consistently with PSA value, honestly, with the last couple of sales that I have personally done. I've even outsold PSA slabs with TCGC. That's just a humble brag on my own, not trying to persuade your decision. But please consider grading your cards right away. Alright, that's all I can say about this one. Please, if you like these kind of pro tip videos, hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. Let's try to get 30 likes on this video. But of course, as always, thunder punch that notification bell. Peace, love you, bye.